Nah, I'm just trying to play my game. Stay within myself and...
Lina Becker, Sportbild monatlich. Wie fühlt es sich an, dein allererstes NBA-Spiel zu...
Wow. It's great that the NBA is such a global game that we've got reporters here from... It's Germany, right?
Ja.
Wow, that's awesome. It's a sign that the game continues to grow and find fans around the world.
Damian Patterson, City Free Press. What does it mean to you to be a third-generation NBA player, following in the footsteps of...
It means a lot, yeah. You gotta respect where you come from, and I come from a line of guys who got basketball in their blood. But the most important thing to me right now is representing these fans and the city and bringing them the championship they deserve. As much as I love my dad and miss my grandpa, I play for the name on the front of the jersey, not on the back. Thank you. Next question. Right up front.
One more question.
Parfait, merci. Béatrice Corbet, La Compétition.
Oui, actually. Jaume La France.
Oh, très bien, vous parlez français.
What did she say?
She asked if you speak French.
Oh, well, there's your answer. Listen, they told me a few days ago who'd be here, so...
Proud of you, MP.
Hey, you should be.
I'm about to do something special with the family name. No?
Level it up.
You talk real big for somebody who just was crying as they dropped their Ninja Turtle in the toilet.
Pop, that was like 12 years ago. I'm a grown man now.
You can't even rent a car.
That's why I got you.
Uh-huh, and you're lucky that you do.
Hey, I appreciate it, Pop. You're here to keep me on track.
Uh-huh, and you know what the goal is.
Greatness.
That's right. Oh, speaking of, you know who this guy is.
Yeah, what about him?
Just updated his all-time GOAT list. Says that you have a chance to make it to the top someday.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Take a look.
So with all this talk about MP being the best prospect since LeBron James and Victor Wembanyama being a generational talent, it got me thinking about my all-time GOAT list. Now, if you are new to the pod, you might not know that I have a passion for ranking the legends. I've spent a massive amount of time researching their careers, and I placed them into 5 tiers of greatness. You can find that list on my website, by the way. Now, I love working on my GOAT list, but these guys are so legendary that they tend to stay in the same spot year after year. So I decided to add a new tier called the Got Next tier. This tier contains some of the younger guys in the league who aren't quite GOATs yet, but who, if they continue on their current trajectories, will almost certainly be in that discussion when their careers are over. Now, you may be wondering who's in the Got Next tier, so let's get to it. These are in order, by the way. Luka, Embiid, Tatum, Zion, Wembanyama, and of course, MP. Now, a lot of you might be like, I put MP behind Wembanyama, but they're basically tied, as I see it. And if MP distinguishes himself...
These are the kind of people you want on your side if they're going to call you the GOAT someday.
Oh, come on, Pop. Media...
That's how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job. Battle of the Young Goats. I love it. Let's go!
Hey, MP, I got some film I want. Okay, watch this. Check out these moves. Dribble, crossover, dream shake, Dirk fade, bucket.
Ooh, Luka's bag is ridiculous, man.
His court sense is even better. He doesn't think, he flows.
How would you stop that?
Try to keep him in front of me, but no, he's got a counter for everything.
Gotta think a few moves ahead.
Yep. He looks slow, but he can make you look foolish real quick. Watch this.
Okay, see him.
Have a great game, man.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Chicago Bulls. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Well, guys, MP's got the matchup with one of the best, Luka Doncic, in this one. This is the first time they faced off. The rookie MP is very excited, to say the least, for this one.
They'll try to figure out a way to slow down Luka tonight. He's basically a giant point guard. So strong, plays with great pace. He can shoot it, pass it, get things done off the dribble, and even can play some bully ball on occasion. It's got to be a collective effort to defend Doncic.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how MP has prepared and gets established offensively and defensively early on.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Vucevic is the pivot. Williams is in the other post spot. Levine is out there with Jordan. And it's Caruso in at the 3. And after making the playoffs a few years in a row, the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, missed the cut in 2023.
Yeah, disappointing end to their season on multiple levels. And given the history of the Mavs, I would expect them to bounce back and get headed in the right direction soon.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Jordan's got 6.
Well, that's a mistake to give him any kind of space from behind the arc. All MP needs is just a little daylight to knock it down.
Now, here is Irving. We saw him with 29 points last game. There's the dish to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. It's good from long range.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Doncic against Jordan. Oh, Vucevic in position. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
There's that floor awareness on display. MP feeling the overcommitment and then whipping that pass to the open teammate.
Jordan with the steal. Down low. And it's Vucevic missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Irving. Doncic outside. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Doncic has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you look at Luka's body, he doesn't look defined, but he's much stronger than he appears, and he showed it right there.
And 3 from Jordan. Another 3 for Chicago. It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases bases freak out because of record. There's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the pass to Levine. Jordan looking it over. Lets the three fly, and the three ball is good. Jordan's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Doncic outside. Washington with the screen on MP. In the dunk by Doncic.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Caruso kicks to Jordan. The three. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. In the dunk by Doncic.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Both teams will make substitutions. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the... The Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. So for the Bulls. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Back to MP. For three. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Garrett Jones is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Lively in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
In terms of finishing ability, it's hard to think of someone who tops Kyrie Irving.
Greg, the list is short, particularly when you talk about guys of his size, okay? His bag of tricks is limitless when you talk about finishing in close quarters against bigger guys. There are few that are in his class in that regard.
A nice shot by MP.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Offensive rebound. Out to Hardaway. Lets it go with the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed his second after making his first. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. DeMar DeRozan credits his upbringing in Compton, California for helping him make the person that he is today. He said, "It gave me my toughness, my aggression. It matured me very fast into a man. That's something that to this day sticks with me. No matter what I get or how much I have now, I still remember what it feels like to have nothing." Kevin?
That's a good thought to keep in your head. David, thanks.
Pretty good work by MP, hitting first and making his presence felt out there.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Drummond finds Jordan. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Hey, I think you got to provide more resistance inside. MP doesn't seem to mind a little contact down there.
Pass to Irving. Dallas moving it around. The 11-footer buries the jump shot. Irving's got 9 points now in the quarter. Chicago calls timeout. Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Drummond. Williams comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Kobe White in for Zach LaVine. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Irving. He's coming off an excellent season. How about 27 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds? And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
The three from MP. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 25 points for Jordan.
Well, there's no denying MP has put in countless hours in the gym. And this type of performance serves as a testament to his work ethic.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Over in the corner, White. Back to MP. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. Mavericks trail by 18. Exum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Gafford. 19 seconds left here in the second. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
White, good.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's Chicago just dominating this one. We're back after this from American Airlines Center.
Thanks for tuning in. Hey, I was wondering, after the show, you guys doing anything?
Well, that depends.
Well, I got 3 free tickets to Golf and Grill. Includes the go-karts, the batting cages, and they got smoked ribs. And back to the matchup at hand. Everything has been going smoothly for the Chicago Bulls.
The key number of the first half, 3. These guys keep taking them. They keep making them. And they spread the floor wide open. It makes everything easier.
Yeah, it seems like they're challenged now. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Vucevic is the pivot. Williams is in the other post spot. Jordan is out there with Levine, and it's Caruso in at the small forward position. Chicago leading by 20. To the middle, and Williams throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly, and Gafford throws it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Spins. And here's Doncic from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Doncic has got 15. And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The 2 biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 18 points for him.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
No good from Jordan.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Irving passes to Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
From deep, Jordan drains it from beyond the arc. Jordan's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bulls. Irving up top, guarded by Levine. Offensive rebound, Gafford off with the layup. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to Jordan. He tries for 3. A rebound by Washington. Mavericks trail by 20. Credit where credit is due. P.J. Washington is one hard-working guy on the floor. Isn't he, Greg?
He's got that grittiness to him, Kevin. Values every chance he gets to affect the game. And like you said, he puts a ton of effort into his play.
Now, here's Exum. Defended by Caruso. And it's Doncic missing. The Bulls leading by 18. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters, one for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, D.A. Thank you. To the inside. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
Vucevic possesses what I call a throwback big man game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Williams. Dosunmu comes in for Alex Caruso. Kobe White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Balls. Here for the Mavericks. Washington's checked in for Derek Jones. Josh Green comes in for Exum. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Doncic. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Torrey Craig. Zach LaVine's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Jordan in for Ball. We've got Irving. Green is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Lively in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Kicks it out to MP. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Excellent focus right there. MP absorbing the hit and then powering right through it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And with the new CBA, Greg, free agent conversations can start basically the day the NBA Finals conclude. Do you like that move?
I think it's good to have rules that teams will actually follow. In the past, it was July 1st, and let's be honest, teams were talking to players well before that.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
The Bulls leading by 20. Williams finds Jordan. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Stolen by LaVine. The pass to Williams. MP outside. Over to the wing. From deep. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Feeds it to Vucevic. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. From deep, Jordan. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Irving's got his 4th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Doncic. Back to Irving. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Luka's so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Caruso against Hardaway. Caruso kicks to Jordan. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Chicago.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into...
Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Not that big.